welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I am going to show you the basics when it comes to creating a thumbnail using Canva. So I know how to do the bells and whistles when it comes to it, but I want to try to keep this video very, very simple for you guys. If you are new to creating content and you're like, girl, I don't want my thumbnails to just be looking crazy. Like, I want them to at least look decent. So that's what this video is going to help you do. So let's hop right on in so that you can see how to create a YouTube thumbnail using Canva. Okay, so as you can see, we are in Canva and I'm gonna literally start from scratch because I have like some stuff organized already and everything, but I want to try to start from scratch as if you are starting from scratch. So we're gonna do create design and then we're gonna click on create YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so that's the very first thing you wanna do. After you do that, you're going to obviously let it load. Let's wait on it to load. Okay, so it's loaded. So what I normally do is I'll title it. I'm just gonna say thumbnail tutorial. So label your document so that you can know what you're creating. And then you're gonna go to elements on the left-hand corner. You're gonna scroll down and you're gonna click on grid. Okay, so now we have this, and this is where you're going to actually put your photo, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Now you're going to click on upload, and right here is ideally where you will be uploading like the photo that you want to use. Now I'm not going to do this, but you would just click on upload and then pick the photo. Matter of fact, I will do it. I'll do it since I already have some stuff right here. Let's pick one random one. So I'm going to pick this one. And let's let that load. And now that I have my photo, I'm going to just click this and drag this over to that grid. Now you see how it changes to that? That's why doing that elements with the grid is really important. So let's say I want this to be my thumbnail, okay? Technically, this picture is giving what it's supposed to give already, okay? But the goal is for us not to just use a photo and just leave it like that. So we want to add some words or just add something on there to make it just a little more catchy. Okay, so a couple things that we can do that I'm going to kind of show you. Like, I'm just going to give you some different ideas that you can utilize. So what I can do is, if we wanted to add words, we're going to go over to text. And then we're gonna pick, now I already have my fonts already on here. Okay, so I already have mine on there, but ideally when you're creating a YouTube thumbnail, you wanna already know what fonts you plan to use on your platform and have those saved on Canva. If you have any questions in reference to how to do that, drop them in the comments and I will make a whole nother video on that. But we're gonna use this one, I wanna say, just to keep this simple. So let's say I want, I didn't mean to do that. Let's say I want to use this font. Why is it clicking on? There we go. Let's say I want to use this font, and I love doing this little tip with putting it behind my head for some reason. That's like my go-to. I don't know why, guys, but that's what I like to do. So we're gonna do that on here. So in order for me to do that, the first thing you want to do is click on this image that you have, and we're gonna actually duplicate this image. So I'm gonna right-click, and I'm going to duplicate, and now you see I have two of the same image. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to click on this image, and we're going to edit, and we're going to remove the background. Now, if you have not already seen my YouTube video on how to remove yourself from your photos or whatever, I have a whole video on that. I will put it in the icon. I always forget which side is on, but I will put it in the icon at the top so that you can see that real quick. And then now you see I have two of me. Now, Shonda, why is this important? This is important because this is what is going to allow you to put this text behind your head, okay? I know you've probably seen people do that and wonder how the heck they do that. I'm about to show you how to do it, okay? So we're gonna bring the text forward, and then we're gonna put me in the same exact spot, okay? And then let's just say I want this video to be, let's see, what do I want to name this video? Or what do I want to name? What am I going to use this for? Let's say Canva for beginners. Okay, so let's say I want that to be my background. Now, obviously, this black looks hideous, so I'm going to change this to white. And that also kind of does not look the way I want it to look, but we're gonna go with it for a second, okay? So we're gonna make this bigger by zooming in or zooming out like this. And I'm gonna kind of get it to be probably about right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click these three dots and go to position, and I'm gonna position it backwards. And it now you see that it is behind my head. Okay, so that's how you do that. Another quick tip, if I wanted this to be for Canva specifically, I'm going to move this forward. And I move fast, guys, so if I like lose you guys, I apologize. I'm just so used to doing this. Okay, let's say I wanted to have Canva for beginners in the front. So I'm gonna put that right here, which I honestly, that's probably gonna look better for this thumbnail. But I'm gonna go to elements, and then I'm going to add like a box to go behind the Canva for beginners. So I'm gonna say, let's make this color, like this blush pink. And then I'm going to extend it probably all the way across, honestly. And then I'm going to put this behind that. And then we're going to adjust it so that it is the proper thing. And so that's what we have so far. I'm also going to highlight these fonts or this font, and I'm going to go to effects. And I'm gonna try to put like a blur or something. You see how I just clicked on that and it added like a darker blur. To me, that looks a lot better, okay? So let's just do that. I think that looks really good. If I wanted to add, like let's say for me, I want like a little highlight behind me. I'm gonna go to edit image, and then it should be in here somewhere. You can add a glow behind you. Now I have a love-hate relationship with this feature because sometimes you see how it just made me small. That's the only thing I don't like about this, because you will size yourself correctly and then it will like randomly glitch. So we're gonna see if it does it. But you see how I have a glow behind me now? And technically you can like make that bigger or smaller, however you want. You can make it as transparent as you want. We're gonna kind of go for maybe that. And then I'm gonna try to scale me up a little bit. But honestly, guys, this feature is not always ideal. This is more ideal if you don't have you behind you like how I do. Like if you just had me as the image, because I guarantee you it's gonna glitch. We're gonna see. Oh, it didn't do it. Okay, that's perfect. So you see how now I have like the glow behind me. So technically, this could be done, but I want to show you a little bit more in reference to what you can do with this feature as well. So if you wanted to add like some logos, like let's say you're talking about Instagram or TikTok or something of that nature. In this video, we're talking about Canva. So I'm going to say Canva icon, and it should give me some Canva icons. So we're going to use this one right here. Now, granted, it's moving. Let's see if they have one that's not moving. Okay, that's better. I don't think this one is moving. Yeah, let's use that one. Also, you see how it's doing this? To prevent it from doing that, all you have to do is click on your photo and lock the photo. Lock it twice where it's like this. And then it won't mess up when you're trying to like move stuff around. And now I can do this. And so let's see which side I want to put the Canva. I'm either gonna, I think it looks better on this side. So I'm gonna add it maybe like here. And then what else would I like to show you guys? Honestly, I think that this is the basics. I feel like if I showed you anything else, I would be complicating what doesn't need to be complicated. But I guess I'll show you one more thing. If you are a little more advanced and you're like, okay, Shonda, I already know how to do all that stuff. Okay, like give me something else. I'm gonna show you something else that you can do that will be really good and really easy. So one thing that I always recommend when it comes to doing your YouTube thumbnails and stuff is taking a picture of your background. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Let's go to the grid feature again, and we're gonna click on grid, and then we're gonna go back to my uploads. And notice I have a picture of just my background. This will change the game for your thumbnails, okay? One issue that I kept running into when I was creating thumbnails is that, like, for example, this one. For this picture in particular, I have to keep me where I am, because even if I remove myself and come over here, you see how I'm still in the image, in the background. And that became an issue for me. And so what I learned to do is to take a picture of the actual background, and then you can add you back into it. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. So let's say I have that, and then I'm going to put this right here. And I have, let me see if I have a better image that I can use. Let's use this one, for example. Now you see how I'm in the back, or how like I'm in the middle of the screen. Let's say I want me to be on the right side. Matter of fact, I like this picture better. Yeah, I like that picture better. So I'm in the middle. I don't want to be in the middle, but I still want to keep the same background. So I'm going to edit image. I'm going to remove me from the image, or remove the background from me. Okay, perfect. I'm going to apply that. And now you see it's just me, right? And so I'm going to actually move me over to this. And look, now I can be on this side. Now I can be on this side. I can be smaller. This will change the game for you creating your thumbnails, okay? Because once you take that one photo of your background, you don't have to do it anymore. And ideally, this is what you want to go for. You want to be able to have the luxury of being able to alter where you are if you need to, because you just never know how your verbiage is going to work out when it comes to creating your thumbnail. Sometimes you don't want it across here. Sometimes you want it on one side, and it'll mess up if you're like in the middle. So this gives you variety when it comes to creating your thumbnails. So I'm gonna put me on this side. Another thing that I did that I find makes my thumbnails even better is I have this picture that just basically blurs out my background. So I know the next question is gonna be, Shonda, how you do that? How did you do that? Okay, so this is how you do it. Click on your background image, right? So I'm clicking on this, and then you're gonna go to edit image, and you're going to basically click on this adjust stuff, go to see all, and you can blur. You can blur it as much as you want. So I'm gonna blur it to 10, and I'll give you another tip, and this is something that I've been using recently on my page. So if you want your background to be a specific color, like similar to your brand color, then you can use this feature to change the color of your actual background. So that's how you do that. That's how I get that pink image or that pink background in my photos. That's how I do that. And then now, like let's say I want it to be that color. I'm gonna lock that so that won't be moving around. And now I have the pink image, and I can put me right here. And let's say I'm like, okay, that's all right, but I wanna see what I can do with this. If you're playing around, I'm gonna duplicate this Canva. And now you have a whole new look for your thumbnails. Let me lock me too. Now you have a whole new look for your thumbnails. And then if I wanted to add this down here, I'm gonna just put for beginners since I already have Canva up there. I'm just gonna put for beginners. And I'm not using this thumbnail, guys. I'm literally just doing this just to show you guys. So let's just say that's for beginners, and then I want this pink background. And this is just to save you from having to keep redoing stuff. If it will work, why is it not letting me? There we go. We're gonna duplicate that, and it should go on here, position this backwards, and now you have this. I'm gonna move this right here and hopefully lock that. I'm having to lock this stuff because for some reason, like, my laptop has been acting crazy, as you can see, and it is, we gonna get this video done, okay? So y'all gonna enjoy the glitches with me. We're gonna keep going. So we have this for beginners, and then let's say I really wish that the for beginners, matter of fact, I can do that. So let's make this for beginners a little bit smaller, I guess, because ideally I would like for this to go behind me. So I'll show you what I mean. So ideally I would like this to be positioned like that, and maybe I just need to move me over a little more. Yeah, like that. That's what I'm going for. So something similar to that. It's not perfect, but I'm just giving you some options that you could do. You see how I feel like that looks good. Maybe put this right here, and we have our thumbnail. We have two different options. You know what I'm saying? Let's fix this one so it looks decent. There we go. We have two different options, and I have showed you how to change the color of your background, how to add you in with your background, like all these different things. So I think that that's good, right? That's the basics. So I'm going to end it right here because I have another video that I'm going to do on me actually planning and creating my thumbnail. So if you would like to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, if this was helpful for you, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Okay, drop a fire emoji. Let me know if this was helpful. If you have any additional questions when it comes to creating your YouTube thumbnails using Canva, drop them in the comment section below. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.